Hello, so it's been a hot while. I had some dental work done. I had a wisdom tooth extracted, and that really sucked. And the best thing is, it's gonna happen again on the 18th of June, but I kind of feel alright now to make a video and talk a little bit. So I figured we would do something easy to kind of get back in the groove. So I got the No Way Home lizard. I think he is pretty great. I mean, it's No Way Home lizard. I do wish his head was a little bit more comic booky, but I've gotten kind of used to it, so it doesn't really bother me. But I figured we would do a little bit of extra paint on him. Mainly, yeah, we're gonna give him a wash and some dry brushes, and he might not be completely accurate to how he looks, but basically these colors are a little bit too plain, and I just want him to pop a little bit more. So I figured with the yellowish bits here, we would start off with some Reichland Flesh Shade, and I would originally try to have some Agrax Earthshade instead, a little bit more brown, but I actually am out of it right now, so let's just see how this turns out. I mean, it can't look that bad, right? And we're also going to dry brush over this again, so don't really worry about how it looks right now. Put a little bit on the green as well, just for the transition to work a little bit better. We're going to go over the entire green as well with some other colors, like I mentioned. A little bit heavy on the wash here, but hopefully it's going to sort itself out. Spreading the paint around as much as possible. And now we wait for this to dry. So with the wash more or less dried, we're gonna use some of this Shop de Bone, and we're gonna dry brush the areas we just put a wash on. So as usual, a dry brush is just, you put some paint on your brush, you wipe most of it off like so, and then you do this light dusting of paint over the entire thing, and it's gonna dull down this really intense shade we did, and it's gonna add a little bit more of depth to everything with highlights and whatnot. And we're also going to add a little bit of dry brush to his face here, because from what I see, he's not completely like, a little bit too strong here. He's not completely like green up here. He's kind of has like these yellow bits here on his cheeks. It's a little bit strong up here though, so we're gonna tone that down. And I'm also gonna avoid the mouth. I should actually just use a smaller dry brush. This is the issue with me. I'm really impatient, and I figured changing the brush would just take up too much time. And as you can tell, we kind of mucked up a little bit here around the mouth area. So we're just gonna scratch away the paint like so. So for the green, I don't really know what to do here, so I'm just gonna experiment. But we're gonna use these two. This is livery green and just regular flat green. And we're gonna mix those two paint like a little bit, so we can get a little bit of a brighter green. And then dry brush kind of haphazardly and see where we end up. You see like here how nice these details pop now. The back too is a good place, just like hitting these scales. Like these veins here just pop so much more. And like I've always said, dry brushing is an extremely easy technique to do, so You don't really need any particular skill in order to do it. I mean, it obviously helps if you're kind of used to it, but it really is just, you mix some paint, you wipe it off, and then you just dust over the entire figure. Not a big fan of how exposed that head is up here. The blending in the green and the beige a little bit more. I'm gonna do an experiment and do strictly liver green on top of just like a select few spaces, like here on the thighs, just brightening up them a little bit, and here on the arms too, maybe. This is one of those things where you kind of have to do it before and after in order to see if you've actually done anything, but yeah, I mean, more paint is always good, right? I'm gonna do a little bit of a spot shading here, so I'm just gonna put some of this Raglan Flesh shade into these grooves in particular. So, might as well just experiment with some Nuln oil. This is just a black wash. And we're going to see if we can amp up the contrast a little bit more. And because the liver green is so bright, it's probably going to shine through pretty well regardless. Yeah, I actually quite like this. And I think we can do a little quick dry brush after this too. So black wash is dry, and we're gonna do a final dry brush just gently over the most noticeable scales, creating some of that beautiful contrast. So there, we're pretty much finished now. Just added a bit more color to Dr. Connors here, and I'll be sure to put a little side by side just so you can see what has changed. But yeah, not too exciting. I just kind of want to get back in the groove of things. So yeah, hope you like him, and hope you enjoy the video.
Poor Peter Parker. No mother, no father, no uncle.